Hello and welcome to Rick's RC Flying Channel. This is episode 5, part 3 of a PL-12 Airtruk fuselage build. And I thought I would just give a short video of an update, what has transpired since the last video. And what I've added was the back part of the wing root fairing area here. This matches with the flaps. And I did a final fitting of the door, and in terms of the tolerances in the frame. And so that's all completed. The door opens to the scale position. The door handle works very well. It'll get final finishing as far as the door handle. I end up, scaling it totally up. And so I'm quite pleased the way that turned out. And now, most airplanes I've ever built, I have cowlings. This is one of the few airplanes where I don't have a cowling, and I kind of accepted it that way as per design because I'm putting an electric motor in, which is, essentially low maintenance. And these panels are as per real airplane. And getting the electric motor in there with a little gymnastics is very doable. Now, this is a 1/5 scale airplane, and even then it's, pretty good size. That being said, if it flies the way I'm hoping, on my bucket list, I would build maybe a 1/4 scale airplane, which would be considerably bigger. And that would allow me to put a twin cylinder gas engine in it, and I'd be able to hide the engine within the cowling. So if I did that, I would then cut it in this lower area here, and then come down this way and make it a removable cowling. The fact of it being a gas engine, I would like the ability for better access from a maintenance perspective. Anyways, what I've done since also from the last video, I added this nose wheel fairing box. And now, because I don't have a full cowling access, attaching this Robart nose wheel was a bit challenging in terms of bolting it on. Now, I do have a nose wheel box in here, which is all part of the firewall. It's made out of 5-ply Norwegian plywood, so it's very strong. And I have blind nuts installed. Now, I obviously need access to those bolts. So what I've done is, this is the lower carburetor air intake, and this will eventually have a screen here, but this frame is removable just like it is on the real airplane. And when I remove it, I have access to the 2 lower bolts. Then what I did here, I put some brass bushings in here, and this gives me access to the 2 upper bolts. So installing it, or from a maintenance perspective, I have easy access to the nose wheel, and it just drops down below. So that's what I've kind of done since then. Here, a big spinner goes on. The servo is virtually right up front. It's right beside the nose wheel. And the push rod's only about 2, maybe 2 1/4 inches long, so it's very direct. I'm going to be installing a high torque metal gear servo, so it's going to be very robust installation. Now, as far as the electric motor goes, I'm going to be using a Spectrum brushless motor. It's a Avion 8075 230 kVA, and they say it can haul, it can haul about a 28-pound airplane. And now I'm not a resident expert in the electric world, not like I am with glow and gas. However, that being said, I had this airplane resized, so I don't really have a weight for it. And so I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to start weighing all my components. So I'm going to weigh this fuselage, weigh the wings and all the other components, kind of see where I'm at. I'm really hoping to stay 28 or less pounds. And it turns, this motor is going to turn a 22.8 up to a 2610 prop. So that all had to be factored in the design. And yeah, we're going to see how this all turns out. This is what the motor looks like. I do have a few electric motors. My wife flies electric airplanes, And boy, this sure is big compared to, the other models we have. It's quite the beast. And as I said, it does fit in there with a little gymnastics. So we're going to see how this all works out at the end of the day. So anyways, that's a brief update of where I'm at. And I'm actually going to leave this fuselage area because for all intents and purposes, it's generally completed. There's really nothing else to build per se. So I'm moving on to the tail booms and installing the rudder and elevator and horizontal stab. And we'll see where that all goes. So if you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. If you have any comments or questions, I welcome them. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.